numbered from the back to the front, with the first row being in the back, row 1, and going up to the front, row 13. For those who are looking for the mask required section, that is in the back right corner, which is rows 1 through 3. Thank you. So, well, I did it again. Rows 1 through 3 in section C. Thank you. Got the rows right. I just can't get the section out. Yeah. All right.
You have to say present.
Yeah, well, we'll do that. It'll be, we're going to have the walk team come in and introduce them. And then I'll have a moment of reflection, and then I'll present the colors by Off-Lit Air Force Base Honor.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to make sure, because I won't come if you don't say that.
Yes, that's what I'll say. I promise. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Presentation of colors, right? Yes.
Anything? No, black, oh, black. Not still black.
All right, 1 minute warning. We'll be starting in 1 minute. Everybody, please find their seat. We'll be starting in 1 minute. Welcome, everyone, to the 2022 ACB Conference and Convention, here, there, and everywhere. We are now playing the ACB walk song, and let's hear it from the ACB Brendonville and Memorial Walk Team. They're coming in the ballroom right now. Everybody stand and give them a big round of applause. Woo!
ACB Convention 22. ACB walk, yes, you know it's gonna be a hybrid, it's all up to you. You can be there, or do it virtually for the ACB Convention 22. And we'll be walking everywhere, yes, we'll be walking everywhere. So put on your walking shoes and join us for the convention this year.
All right, let's hear it for our ACB walkers. Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you, Donna Brown and team. We'll be hearing more about them throughout the week, but congratulations to all our walkers. They had a wonderful tailgate party, and they are fired up and ready to go. Thank you all so much. Please grab a seat. All right, now I'd like to call our convention back to order. And I'd like everyone to please quiet down for a moment of meditation and reflection. So everybody, please take one moment and let's think about all of those that we have lost, and let us remember our organization and each of us in love. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce for the presentation of colors, the Offutt Air Force Base Honor Guard, and also Amanda Coker to sing our Star Spangled Banner. Everyone, please stand. Color Guard is now on the stage.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars perilous fight for the Lampart we watched were so gallantly streaming and the night that her flag was still there. Oh, say does the Star Spangled Banner for the last
Yeah. Amanda Coker from Omaha, Nebraska. Wasn't that a wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner? Thank you, Amanda. Next, I'd like to introduce Mark Bulger, President of ACB Nebraska and Chair of the Nebraska Host Committee, our Convention Host Committee, and Deb Ward, CEO of Visit Omaha, to welcome us to Omaha. Thank you, Mark and Deb.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the great state of Nebraska, the wonderful city of Omaha. We are so glad to welcome you. You are truly in the heartland of America. For the last several years, we have been eagerly and excitedly waiting for this opportunity for the American Council of the Blind to gather together. I did not realize all the work that was required until our host committee became a group. And I tell you, we've been working weekly together since August of last year. And I can't tell you how much I've grown to appreciate the American Council of Blind National Group and how much they do and how much work is required. And these things just don't happen. It takes a lot of people to make this work. And I can't tell you how many people are behind the scenes working, volunteering, and doing different things because They want you to feel welcome here in Omaha. They want you to be independent. We want you to be all that you can be. And there's no better place to do that than to be in Omaha right now and to be part of the American Council of the Blind. So welcome, everybody. Enjoy your week, and may God bless us all. Thank you.
There we go. Good evening, everyone. I'm Deborah Ward with Visit Omaha. And on behalf of the mayor of Omaha and the governor of Nebraska, we want to welcome you to our city and state. We're very excited to have you here. Over the next 10 days, we want you to create memories that will last a lifetime. If this is your first time visiting Omaha, will you raise your hand? Oh my goodness, it's the majority of you. Awesome. Well, by the looks of your schedule, you're going to be exploring all parts of the city and experiencing a lot of new things. We hope you will enjoy your visit so much that you will want to visit again and again. You have likely heard a little something about our steaks. Omaha's cow know-how is legendary. So if you are looking for a marbled slice of decadence, a cut of beef, you'll remember like it was your birthday, you have come to the right place. And while we know that we're known for steak, did you know that the Reuben sandwich was invented here? It's true. Don't let those New Yorkers tell you any different. Created at Omaha's Blackstone Hotel during a high-stakes poker game in the early 1900s, the Reuben has grown, as you know, into an American menu staple. Now imagine the first bite into a prime Reuben sandwich. The savory corned beef, fresh sauerkraut, bubbly Swiss cheese, and creamy Russian or Thousand Island dressing. Many try to replicate it, but everyone knows the original is always better. And you will find a variety of restaurants serving the original recipe or their tasty variations. Now, as you explore with your group or out on your own, a couple of tips. Just a few blocks from here, straight up 10th Street, is the Old Market Entertainment District. Cobblestone streets, sounds like somebody's gone already. Cobblestone streets lined with restaurants, pubs, boutiques, antique emporiums, and sweet shops. And if you have a sweet tooth, how many have a sweet tooth? Okay, just as many raise their hand. You have got to try the mud ball at the Old Market Candy Shop. I dare you to eat just one. It is a chocolate ball of heaven. There's Bob the Bridge. He's one of the longest pedestrian bridges in the country, suspended in air almost by magic. As you cross, you will feel the bridge sway. And it sounds like many of you will be walking on Bob tomorrow. If you are, here's a couple of cool things to note. Bob connects Iowa and Nebraska, and the state line runs right through Bob. So if you go to the right spot, you can stand in two states at the same time. We call it bobbing. And trust me, it's a thing. You all need to go bobbing. And what does every bridge need? A troll. Right. Gosh, there's smart people out here. Omar the troll sits underneath Bob, and legend has it that if you rub his big toe, it will bring you luck. So all of you need to go rub his big toe. Omaha is also home to the world's best zoo. It sounds like many of you were able to visit Omaha Zoo yesterday. Yeah. It is home to the world's largest indoor desert and the largest indoor rainforest in North America. It is certainly the ultimate interactive zoo experience, but it is also a leader in global conservation efforts. The zoo likes to say that every entrance into the zoo prevents an exit of a species somewhere around the world. So those of you who visited yesterday contributed to helping animals everywhere. As you know, you get to spend the 4th of July holiday here in Omaha. Well, heads up, we really like to celebrate, and we really like to celebrate with fireworks. Lots and lots and lots of fireworks. You'll get a taste of that Monday night at the ballpark. Okay, so I have some official business to take care of on behalf of the governor and the mayor of Omaha. And so here's the proclamation that they've written. Whereas the American Council of the Blind is a national consumer-based advocacy organization of blind and visually impaired Americans, And whereas the American Council of the Blind strives to improve the quality of life for blind and visually impaired Americans by endeavoring to ensure equal opportunity for blind and visually impaired individuals. And whereas, there's lots of whereases, the American Council of the Blind values acceptance, peer support, diversity, democracy, and direct action in employment, education, and society. And whereas, hosted by the American Council of the Blind of Nebraska, more than 1,200 members and friends of the American Council of the Blind will assemble for its 62nd annual national conference in Omaha from July 1st to July 8th, 2022. And whereas the proceedings of this conference and convention will be broadcast live to a worldwide audience over the ACB internet radio services. Now, therefore, I, Gene Stothert, Mayor of the City of Omaha, and I, Pete Ricketts, the Governor of the State of Nebraska, do hereby proclaim the week of July 1st through July 8th, 2022 as the American Council of the Blind Week. So congratulations. In closing, after a couple of years battling COVID, I think we're all ready to step outside of our bubbles and reconnect with the world. And isn't that, yes, we are. And isn't that the real beauty of travel? It connects us with other cultures and new experiences that open up our minds and touch our souls. So sincerely, thank you for being here and opening our minds and touching our souls. Have a great time, and please know you have a standing invitation to come back again. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Deb Ward, and thank you, Mark Bolger. Let's give them a big, huge round of applause and welcome to Omaha. Next, we're going to present our first video of the evening, which is a highlight video over the last year and beyond since we were last together. It was produced by our ACB media specialist, Kelly Gass, and it will be viewed. If you're looking at the stage, there's a big, huge screen to the right of the stage. So, and I believe it's also audio described by, I believe, Joel Snyder. So let's listen to the 2022 ACB highlight video.
American Council of the Blind, a year in review. ACB logo. Dan Spoon.
ACB, our organization, is strong. It is strong not only in treasure, it is strong in talent, and it is strong in volunteer time. It is all of us coming together to make a difference.
Good evening. My name is Molly Quinn, CEO of the United States Association of Blind Athletes. As we all look to rebound from the effects of the pandemic and resume or increase our fitness levels, United States Association of Blind Athletes is proud to support the American Council for the Blind's Get Up and Get Moving campaign.
I would like to introduce to you Peter Sagal, host of the NPR Peabody Award-winning radio show, Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
I'm here because of my involvement with the blind and visually impaired community, specifically the blind and visually impaired athletic community, which happened, I should say, entirely by accident. It was a twist of fate.
And happy birthday, ACB. Wow.
Eric Bridges.
And so much of the access that we have today is through technology. A lot of work has gone in to make this stuff happen by a lot of people. It is the membership that has driven really these successes over the last 60 years.
Cindy Hollis.
We have held over the last 2+ years, almost 9,000 events. These are all attended by and hosted by and facilitated by people who are blind or visually impaired. It is the blind helping the blind, and everyone is welcome to participate.
Kayla Allen.
So many people from the community have these amazing skills that they have shared with us, and I have learned so much.
Thomas Reed.
Welcome, everyone, to the American Council of the Blind's audio description inaugural gala. That means it's the first of more celebrations to come.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Momoa, aka Aquaman, and I'm very excited to be here with you this evening for the inaugural celebration of the AD Awards Gala. Audio description constitutes the final words of the script, and it reminds us that the beauty is not just in the eye of the beholder, but in the imagination of the listener.
And welcome to the first Cooking Without Looking TV show of 2022.
Today we have a very special show for you because we have a husband and wife team and their son today, Tyler, who's also going to join us. Eric is the executive director of the American Council of the Blind, the ACB.
Clark Rockful.
Thank you, everyone, to joining the American Council of the Blind for the 11th Annual Global Accessibility Awareness Day.
So I'm Tom Pay. I'm the founder and CEO of Waymap, is the world's most accurate indoor and outdoor navigation system. Thank you to you guys, the ACB, because you've been in from the beginning of the idea of Waymap. You've helped with the development of the standards, and indeed you've provided volunteers to test it out at the early stages in DC.
And Allison Barkov is the acting administrator and assistant secretary for aging at the Administration for Community Living, which is part of the U.S. Department for Health and Human Services, or HHS. So Allison, welcome to the ACB Leadership Conference and Legislative Seminar.
Great. Thank you, Clark, so much for the introduction. And I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with all of you today to share a little bit about ACL's mission and priorities, and to really acknowledge all of y'all's incredible efforts and advocacy.
Hi, I'm Senator John Thune from the great state of South Dakota. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. First and foremost, I want to thank each of you for the work you do for the visually impaired community in South Dakota and across the country. Your work to advocate for inclusive public policies that improve the independence, quality of life, and economic opportunity for this community is incredibly important.
And you just see our voice resonating over and over again. And the latest is with this no accessibility to home COVID test kits. And here we are, we've had dialogue with the White House, dialogue with National Institutes of Health. We've been invited to a listening session, with the director of the program that's dealing with the tests, the COVID home test kits. Only an organization like ACB can have that voice. You can never have that voice by yourself. And so collectively organized, we can make such a difference. And that's empowering.
We are in the home stretch, gearing up for our 2022 virtual, hybrid, and in-person ACB convention here, there, and everywhere that you and our members are. And now that we are going back in person, we're not leaving anyone behind, right?
Absolutely.
We are bringing the community, we are bringing the virtual component. And even though we'll be in person July 1st to 8th, we will have that hybrid ability for everyone to join us, certainly in the sessions and in our hearts in Omaha.
Everyone join us. Cannot wait to see you all in Omaha.
A logo, ACB in print and braille, American Council of the Blind, together for a bright future.
All right. Woo! Who says ACB can't get things done? All right, guys, here we are. We have been through a lot. We have been We have been through a lot over these last 3 years, but we have gotten through it. We are stronger. We are better. At this point in time, Eric and I want to talk to you a little bit, share our thoughts over the last year and really over the last 3 years. But we felt the best way to get this whole party started. This was a suggestion I got from Cheryl Cummins. So Cheryl, thank you. She is our chair of our Multicultural Affairs Committee and on our Board of Publications Director. And we were talking one day and I said, Cheryl, sometimes I just want to scream. And she said, me too, Dan. And she said, I think we all ought to scream. I said, Cheryl, you're right. So right now, I want everybody to stand up in this hall. Stand up. There are no holds barred here. You can yell at your friends, your neighbors. You can hug your friends and your neighbors. You can yell, I love you. You can yell, not I love you. You can do whatever you want, but on the count of three, we, for 1 minute, are going to scream as loud as we can. Is everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Keep it going. Scream if you love ACB. Scream if you're tired of COVID. Scream if you're happy to be in Oklahoma. Scream. Get it out. Scream for your favorite sports team. Scream. Tell your wife how much you love her. Scream. Get it out there. Woo. Ah. I can't hear you on Zoom. Scream out there. Scream, scream, scream. Woo. ACB, 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 ACB. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Woo. I had to take my jacket off. Hold on. I am telling you, I worked up a sweat. How about you guys? Ah, Cheryl, thank you. It made me feel so good. We have been through a lot these last 3 years, seriously, folks. But we're here. We've withstood the challenge. We are here all together. Think what we've been through over these last 3 years. In March of 2020, our president, rightfully so, said we needed to all step back, get in our homes, get safe, and deal with an unpredictable and unknown COVID-19 virus. That was also 90 days before our scheduled convention in Schaumburg, Illinois. Most organizations would have packed it up, gone home, said we can't do this year, but not ACB. We rose to the challenge, and in 90 days, as far as I know, we put on the first virtual convention, fully virtual, of any blindness organization in this country or around the world. We did it. And we did it in ACB fashion. We didn't just do a little conference. That wouldn't be ACB. We did 8 full days with over 100 breakout sessions, primetime shows, movies, a banquet. Remember Roy Samuelson? What an absolutely wonderful event. And 20 hours of audio described tours, an audio and virtual exhibit hall. We did it, folks. And we did it again the next year, even better, because 100 breakout sessions wasn't enough. So we did 160 the next year. ACB Media, we had 6 channels simulcasting breakout sessions for 8 days. We had Peter Sagal and from Wait, Don't Tell Me as our banquet speaker. We increased the number of audio described tours we had. Let's give a shout out to Janet Dickelman and the convention committee. And also the ACB Media Network team with Rick Morin, Deb Cook-Lewis, Jeff Bishop, Larry Gassman, and team. What an absolutely amazing effort to pull those 2 conventions off. But we didn't just do the conventions. We did our DC leadership conferences. Again, we can't walk on Capitol Hill. All the offices are closed. What do? Do we cunt tell and go home? No. We came together. We said, let's do these as Zoom sessions. Let's get everybody involved. Let's get in contact with our legislators and our offices, and let's schedule Zoom meetings. And what did we find out? We found out we could get more accomplished. We could get more members involved. California, Florida, Texas, on down the line. We had as many as 30 and 40 members of a particular affiliate that participated in the Hill visits over Zoom. We found that we could get more done. People were more receptive, and we were more engaged. We could get our members to do show and tell, to talk about different items that interested them, whether it be low vision devices or medical equipment, durable medical equipment. We did an amazing job. And we not only did it with our legislative visits, we did 2 days of DC legislative seminar. We did an amazing president's meeting. We did multiple sessions. We can't help ourselves, guys. We can't just do something. We have to do it better than everybody else. And that's what makes us ACB. So thank you all so much for all your efforts. We would never have been able to do this without all of our members. But at the same time, you know, besides getting advocacy work done and convention work done and meetings, we also have really taken good stewardship of our finances within ACB over the last 3+ years. We have been able to build up our investment accounts. Before we had the downturn in the market here 6 months ago, we had built our investment portfolio up to, we had built up our investment portfolio to $5.5 million. Now that was unheard of for the American Council of the Blind. And what that has allowed us to do is weather a downturn in the economy and a time when occasionally we have sponsors and corporate partners that are not able to give at the same level that they were able to give before, especially 2 years ago. But our members stepped up. They did an amazing job of supporting all of our RDC programs, whether it be the monthly monetary support program, the auctions, or our Brenda Dillon Memorial Walk. Thank you all for all of your support of ACB. So we've done it, folks, and we will continue to do it. At this point in time, I want to turn it over to Eric to give an update on what's going on with our staff and some of the really key activities that have taken place over the last year. And then I'm going to come back for a few closing remarks. So, Eric?
Well, good evening. This is cool. We're in the same room together. I'm not behind a laptop speaking into the ether, hoping that people are laughing or interested or not falling asleep while I'm speaking. This is cool. Well, it's great to be with you all. So the last time we all got together, my wife and I hadn't even had our second child yet. So Noah, Eric Bridges, was born in February or December. Jeez, why did I say February? December of 2019. So Rebecca was pregnant with Noah in Rochester. And some of you saw little Noah in February of 2020 at the leadership conference. So a lot has changed, but a lot hasn't. And the dedication of the staff of the American Council of the Blind, the folks that are tasked with implementing and working on the issues that the members and leadership of this organization prioritize, our dedication, our passion has remained through this entire period. A lot has happened over the last couple of years. Let's just talk about really the last year. And in fact, before we do that, are you aware that there are staff members of the American Council of the Blind that had not ever met one another until last night because of the pandemic? Yes, we have regular contact through meetings on Zoom and Teams. Yes, there's great collaboration that is able to happen, but many of us had never met one another face to face until we arrived here. And last night we did a staff reception last night for everybody. It was really cool just to actually meet Colby Garrison. She exists. Yeah. She's just not that effervescent voice on the other end of a Zoom call. Chris Sawyer in our Minneapolis office, who's been managing the mini mall while we're here. He oversees our thrift stores now. Julie Fisher, our HR specialist. And it seems like she's been here a really long time, but it's only been since last March of 21, but Swathananda Kumar. And then there are other folks that you all have met down through the years that transitioned from contractor into full-time positions, like Joel and Bailey Page. March of this year, Rick Morin. And many thanks to Rick for all of the work that he has done in leading the negotiations and the work with the Convention Center AV, as well as the Hilton. Rick has really been the staff person responsible for what you're seeing and hearing this evening. And just want to shout out to Rick for all of your hard work. Thank you. And to fill Rick's spot as an ACB media contractor, we welcomed Larry Gassman. So pretty fantastic. These folks are dedicated to doing quality work that is representative of this fine organization. What have we been up to? Well, there was this thing called the Audio Description Awards Gala that was held last year, and you saw some highlights from that in our highlights video. We looked at one of our key strengths, one of the subject matter areas that we have true expertise in, and no one in the world can deny that the American Council of the Blind has real street cred and subject matter expertise in the field of audio description. Can I get an amen? All right. Great. Oh my God, Dan. Anyway, we looked at that area and said, man, you know, what could we do as an organization to highlight the work that's been done, the companies and organizations that are really making it happen. And we pulled together a plan to put together the first ever Audio Description Awards Gala that was held in November of last year. This took a lot of planning, a lot of forethought, and a lot of logistical hoops were jumped through. I hope most of you have seen it. If you have not, it's on our YouTube channel, American Council of the Blind's YouTube channel. Please go and watch it. It's just a little over an hour. It's awesome. It's fully audio described as it should be. But what we were able to do is reach out to our corporate partners to get their buy-in, literally, financial support, but also to have them provide, where possible, celebrity talent to lend some cachet to this event. So stars like Jason Momoa, NFL Hall of Famer Kurt Warner and his wife Brenda, who were getting ready to release a movie called American Underdog, which premiered in movie theaters on Christmas Day. They were in there. Zachary Levi, who played Kurt Warner in the movie, and other celebrities. We honored companies that were doing it well, doing audio description well, providing it in, let's say, Dolby Atmos in 9 different languages. I'm looking at you, Apple, and Apple TV Plus. Companies like Netflix, Charter, Comcast, NBC Universal. I think we should give them a round of applause for live audio description. The Summer Olympics, the Winter Olympics, the Paralympics, they did it all, and they intend to continue on. You'll see some of these individuals honored during our ADP Awards video later in the convention. But it was tremendous, and I'm here tonight to let you all know that the Audio Description Awards Gala is coming back. It will be virtual and pre-produced once more this year, but the date of the premiere will be the evening of November 29th. So please be on the lookout. We will have more announcements forthcoming in the coming weeks about who's going to be involved and how all that's going to go down. It's going to be fun. I was so pleased tonight to be able to help with the tailgate before the Brendan Dillon Memorial Walk. Over the past year, ACB has rolled out a campaign that deals with health, wellness, exercise, fitness, you name it, it's in that area. Getting up and getting moving. The Get Up and Get Moving campaign was a positive outgrowth of the pandemic. When we all had to be indoors, when we all couldn't and did not feel safe for a time going out and being 6 feet away from one another. I don't know what that means still to this day. As a blind guy, unless I go get a pool noodle, I guess, I don't know. But what it showed was a historic challenge that our community has faced for decades, and that is a sedentary, sedate lifestyle at times that leads to health complications, that leads to more sedate and sedentary life. And so the Get Up and Get Moving campaign is one of those areas where we want folks to feel like they have the ability to take back their health through exercise and fitness. Not talking about running a marathon or doing all the crazy things that Clark Rockville has done in his cycling career, but movement, consistent movement, everyday movement, doing more little by little. And along the way, what we've been able to do is garner some support from some great corporate partners. And so I'm really happy to announce that just very recently, Nike has agreed to be a health hero. Megan Lawrence is with us here tonight. She spoke at the tailgate. Megan, it's wonderful to have you here. She is the Global Director of Accessibility for Nike. She'll be here for the next couple days. Just before the holidays last year, we were very excited to welcome Walmart as a health hero. Walmart will have a presence tomorrow evening at the pedestrian bridge walk that we're going to be doing. So thank you very much to them, to Joanne Stevens in the Healthcare Compliance Division, as well as Russell Schaefer in the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Division of Walmart for their continued support of Get Up and Get Moving, as well as prescription drug labeling at Walmart. Pharmacies around the country, they're really working well with us and doing a very nice job, and we appreciate their partnership most definitely. Last and certainly not least is the American Printing House for the Blind, who's also a health hero for 2022. We've worked hand in glove with APH for decades on any number of issues, and it's wonderful that they saw the value in partnering with us on this initiative. So this initiative, this campaign is designed to go for 3 years, but I have a feeling that it will go far beyond because we've struck a nerve in our community about the need to have equal access to exercise and fitness equipment, equal access to our own sensitive patient data that exists in health portals. As well as the need for diagnostic equipment, home health equipment, such as glucometers, blood pressure cuffs, insulin pumps, you name it. Not nearly enough of that is truly accessible to our population and makes it challenging for us to successfully take our own health back, which we need to do. And in this area, Clark Rockfall, our Director of Advocacy and Governmental Affairs, as well as Swathananda Kumar, and others within the ACB membership have been exhibiting tremendous leadership and effectiveness. Thank you. Another key area for us that has really literally stuck out at times is the inaccessibility of COVID tests. How many of you have successfully done a COVID test from beginning to end by yourself? Crickets. Yeah, so this is an area that was highlighted in the highlight video that Dan has talked about, where we have, through happy collaboration with a little bit of legal advocacy on the side, because sometimes you just need that to move things along, been working with the government, with National Institutes of Health, to figure out how we do this. The long-term impact of the work that we're doing will mean that at-home diagnostic tests will be accessible to our community in the future. And we're not just talking about COVID tests. We're talking about pregnancy tests. We're talking about other at-home diagnostic tests that we ought to have the right to privacy and security and independence to take and understand the result all on our own. Later during this convention, there will be a shipment of more accessible COVID tests coming from the federal government. We were notified of this yesterday. The notice that you all received within the last 10 days announcing the availability of these more accessible tests was a good sign. It is not the solution. But what I am here to say is there will be many of these tests made available to attendees here at no charge within the next couple of days. A lot is happening. From the work that ACB Media is doing to ensure that this convention goes far and wide beyond this room, that these sessions are podcasted and made available to listeners around the world within days and weeks of this convention. Being able to listen through the ACB Link app, acbmedia.org, or your Amazon Echo. A lot has happened over the last couple of years. Parts of this organization have evolved so quickly and so I would say breathtakingly, but it's been by necessity. We need to be able to provide more information, more data, more outreach to you all than ever before. We make mistakes. We aren't perfect. We're humans. But what I will say is when we make mistakes, there's never nefarious intentions in mind. We make mistakes because we are not perfect. And we oftentimes, as the day-to-day leader of this organization, we strive not to make the same mistake over again. So with that, as we continue to evolve, and there are questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to us in the office. My email is ebridges@acb.org. Please feel free to reach out to me. With that, I am so looking forward to the rest of this week. At some point, I will be looking forward to some sleep. That'll probably happen in about 16 years. But thank you so much, and I will hand it back to Dan.
Thank you, Eric. Let's hear it for Eric Bridges and our ACB staff. Woo! Well, folks, that's a lot, but there's even more. So I want to talk a little bit about our scholarship and awards committees. One of our main steering committees inside of the American Council of the Blind. 2 years ago now, maybe 3, I guess, we formed a partnership with the American Foundation for the Blind, where we help administer their scholarship funds. And so again, this year, I want to announce that we have 19 scholarship winners that will spend and receive $92,000 from the American Council of the Blind and AFB. This is a wonderful achievement. And all of our scholarship winners will be here tomorrow morning on stage. Please come and give them a huge round of applause. They deserve it. In addition, I want to talk a little bit about our partnership with the National Park Service, Google, and the University of Hawaii. 5 years ago, the American Council of the Blind entered into a partnership with the goal of describing all 400 visitors brochures at all of our national parks and historical monuments. At this stage, we are almost halfway through that journey. I want to thank Jolynn Bailey Page, who's been the project manager for this since its inception. And I want to thank all the hard work of the Audio Description Project Committee and the partnership with Brett Oppicard and the folks at the University of Hawaii. We have worked through a pandemic to do virtual field visits, and we have now completed 100 of these virtual field visits. It's been a really great accomplishment, and if you want to listen to those visitors brochures, go to the Unity app, download it, and enjoy your national parks. They'll be here this week. Please get to see them in the exhibit hall and get your free national park card that you're entitled to. I also want to just echo a little bit more about what Eric said related to accessible COVID testing. We heard loud and clear that we need to do something about this and do it quickly. And this is where the collaboration comes in within the American Council of the Blind. Gary Morin, who works as a 508 coordinator in the National Institutes of Health, is also a member of our 508 Audio Description Project Committee, focusing on bringing audio description to all of our federal agencies. Gary put us in touch with the director of the institute that actually is responsible for the COVID accessible test kits. I'll never say it. I'll just give it an acronym. It's NIBIB. I did not know that the National Institute of Health had 27 institutes that made it up. It's a humongous agency. But they are responsible for the RADx program. Through his communication in our due diligence led by Clark Rackful, we had our first listening session 3 months ago where we heard from Bruce Tromberg, the doctor and director of NIBIB, where he assured us that he would work at both a short-term, intermediate term, and long-term solution for accessible test kits. They backed that up with monthly listening sessions. The American Council of the Blind did not have 1 or 2 people at this listening session. We had 5. We had Clark Rackful, we had Kim Charlson, we had Claire Stanley, we had Jeff Tom, and we had myself. And we were loud and we were clear, and we are already seeing the results. You'll see, I think on Tuesday at 4 o'clock, I think it is, or 2:30, there'll be a session with the deputy director of NIBIB. She will be in one of our hybrid breakout sessions to talk to us about the test and to answer all of our questions. It'll be interactive. It'll last for the whole time. So please, if you have an opportunity, come and see I call her Dr. Jill, but the other Dr. Jill, and she really, I think is there to answer our questions. Last, I got 2 more things to talk about. Next, I want to talk about our community. Our community did not exist 2 years and 3 months ago. Through the work of Cindy Hollis, our manager of membership engagement, and Colby Garrison, our community assistant, and our new community support committee headed by Lucy Edmonds. We have worked over these last 2+ years to actually, I think we're getting very close to actually having broadcast 9,000 community events. It has truly touched, we have 300,000 touch points. That's how many times a blind person has got on a community event and participated. 300,000. That's a lot of touches, folks. And we've done that because of all of you. We have 150 trained hosts. We have almost 200 facilitators. We have so many folks that have given so much of their time, committees that bring wonderful programming, special interest affiliates, individuals. It has given us an opportunity to connect often, and connect instantly. And I want to thank all of you, because without the community, we would not be where we are today. Thank you so much. Last but not least, I want to get a little personal. This has been a very difficult year. Right after I left the convention last year, I had the wonderful opportunity to have emergency surgery, have a stent put in my main artery that went to my heart. That will change your perspective on life, folks, I tell you. Then I lost my father in January, and I know many of us are dealing with parents that are aging. It's a very difficult situation. A week later, I lost my brother-in-law to COVID-19. They found him on his apartment floor. But I always try to look at things on the positive side. And I always come back to our 5 core values: integrity and honesty, respect, collaboration, flexibility, and initiative. And I want to add one more to that, because I think it's really important, and that's kindness. These last 3 years have been very, very difficult on all of us. It truly, truly has. And we've done amazing things. But too many times over the last 6 months, I've seen us not act with kindness, but kind of look at our members and friends as somebody that maybe we can lash out or kind of get away with having a bad conversation or a bad feeling. And it's not fair. It's not right for any or all of us. We are family. We care so much about each other. I'm going to tell you a little story that happened to me, and I put it in one of my president's messages a few years ago when I first became president. When I was in college, I was a kind of a cocky guy, go to the sporting events, give everybody a hard time. So me and my buddies, we're sitting at a baseball game at the University of Florida, and we're playing Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt's a pretty good baseball team. I don't know if you all know that, but they're doggone good. Gators aren't bad either. But anyway, so they're playing baseball, and we are giving the manager heck. How many of y'all been to baseball? We're going to a baseball game Monday, right? Yeah. So how many of you just kind of, you heckle the manager, you give him a hard time. So hey, buddy, where'd you get those pants? I didn't know you wanted to show knee. What's going on? We're just giving them a hard time. We're heckling them. Where'd you get that hat? Man, what a beer belly you got on you, buddy. We're yelling at him. We're giving him a hard time. We're having so much quote unquote fun, right? So about the third inning, there's a woman sitting in front of me with her little daughter. Had to be 5, 6 years old. And she's sitting in the row right in front of me. And she leans over to her mom and she says, "Mom, why do those men that are sitting behind us hate daddy so much?" I could have rolled underneath that stadium at that point in time. And I have never, ever forgotten that. As long as I live, I'll never forget it. So when you say things, when you reach out in a moment of anger or a moment of frustration, and you take it out on your colleague, on your friend, it hurts. And don't forget that. It hurts. So this weekend, when the person's in front of you in line and they're taking too long to order, don't get mad, give them a hug. When you're sitting at that elevator and you can't wait for those, you're getting on at the same time they're getting off, don't yell, just say, "I'm here, let's take our time, we'll get through this." Let's take the opportunity this week to reconnect, to cherish our friendships. It has been so great to see each other again. I tell you, the last Cindy Hollis hug almost took the breath out of me today. She has a future. If it's not in hugging, it could be in soon. I don't know. I won't go there, but she can hug. I just want to tell you, be careful. Look out for Cindy. So for each of you, please take that extra moment and be patient. We have never done a hybrid convention before. I think it's going really well. I've been in several of the sessions. The sound is incredible. We've got AV folks working their tails off. Our ACB media team is just really putting it all together. For all of us, enjoy your convention. Enjoy being a member of ACB. And what do we like to say? Are you ready for it, gang? Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Woo! Let's scream one more time. Yeah. Woo! AB, ACB, 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 ACB. Woo! All right. Thank you, guys. All right. Now we have a wonderful opportunity to meet a new, they're not new to ACB, but for the first time this year in a long time, they are a diamond sponsor for our 2022 conference and convention, and that is Vespero. Yeah. And we had a wonderful opportunity this year at our DC Leadership Conference to get to know their CEO, Bob Seminara. He's officially from Clearwater, Florida, but we know he lives in Lakeland with his wife and his 6 dogs next to his son and his daughter-in-law. And he has become a very close friend of the American Council of the Blind. And I'm honored right now to introduce Bob Seminara. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for your wonderful comments, and thank you for being a friend of the American Council of the Blind. All right, that was wonderful. Bob is just such a great guy. Next, it's time for our life member presentations. So I'm going to ask Nancy Marks Becker to join me here on the stage. Oh, Nancy is here. And all right, so our first life member this evening is Vida Savoli from San Francisco, California. And we are so fortunate to have Vida here with us this evening to say a few words in person. So let's give a big round of applause for our new life member, Vida. There you go, Vida. You got quite a fan club. Here's your got it?
Yeah.
It's flexible. You can move it.
I'm short, Dan. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. I'm very proud to be an ACB Life member. And I'm proud of the many efforts that ACB has taken on. And one of my passions is something Dan mentioned this evening, which is equity and diversity. And therefore, a big shout out to Blind Pride International and Inclusive Diversity of California. And of course, all my support from CCB. Right? You go, California. Come on. And I have a t-shirt on tonight and I really want to share this with you. It's really important. It says, if you can be anything in this world, be kind. Thank you.
Thank you, Vita. And hold right there. We're going to take a quick snapshot with your plaque. Hold on. So come over this side. We'll get away from that podium. There's your plaque. All right. Got it? Okay. Say cheeseburger.
I got my mask on here. Let me take my mask
They're zooming in on. They're zooming in on.
There you go.
All right. Woo, congratulations. Thank you, Vita. Congratulations, Vita. This was great. And we actually were in person. Yeah. This is a whole new thing. I'm loving it. You know, I've been president for 3 years. It's the first time I got to have an in-person convention. It's a new world. All right. Next, we are going to hear from Pat Tussing, our new Second Life member. Does everybody know Pat? She's with the Braille Literacy Project. And Pat has some remarks for us that she recorded earlier. So let's hear from Pat Tussing.
ACB means this to me. To ACB Media, acbmedia.org, and the community chats. We are making history by sending free content to 6 continents. We are unique among organizations providing open chats and free classes where people participate in freedom from every part of the world. Not only are we raising the standard of living for people who are blind and with low vision in the United States, we are helping increase knowledge, opportunity, and living standards worldwide. Go, ACB.
Thank you, Pat, and congratulations on becoming a Life member. Next, through our Zoom virtual platform, we would like to recognize our next Life member, Butch Arnold. Butch was the original president of B-Flag, which has now been renamed Blind Pride International, BPI, LGBTQ. And so we want to say congratulations to Butch, and hopefully he can say a few words through Zoom. All right.
Butch, if you unmute yourself, please. Butch.
Can you hear me?
Here we go, guys.
I'm not muted on this end.
You there, Butch?
Hello?
The challenges of technology. We've learned to be patient. There's one thing our community does better than any other community I've ever seen, and that's patience.
Hello?
Rick, I'm going to communicate to you here over the wire. What are we looking at right now? Me, we're looking at me. Thank you, Nancy.
Dan,
Yeah.
Butch is unmuted, but he's not coming through.
Okay. Well, can we try, do we feel like we're going to have the same issue with our next person or?
Not sure.
Okay. All right, well, let's try the next one, which is a friend and colleague of Butch's, Patricia Patsy Harlan from Maryland. So is our next life member. So let's see if Patsy can unmute.
Patsy, you can unmute yourself.
All the audio now unmuted. Zoom webinar. Enter full screen left parent.
Hello? Can you guys hear me? All right, I didn't hear anything. Okay. Well, hello, everyone. First of all, I just want to thank Butch for doing this for me.
All right, apparently we're also having a hard time hearing Patsy. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to read the other life members. We'll let our technical team work on this and we'll move to the next item in the agenda and then we'll see if we can come back and hear from Butch and Patsy and Jane a little bit later. So at this point in time, I'm going to ask Rick if we can go ahead and move on with our ACB Angels presentation. Would that be okay, Rick?
Dan, we're trying to sort it out. So far, no good though.
Okay, Rick, we're going to move on, if you're okay with it, to our ACB Angels presentation. Would that work?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Everyone, we started our ACB Angels program in 2014. So this is now the 9th year of our ACB Angels tribute program. Again, I want to thank Margarine Beeman and Dan Dillon, who really were the minds behind getting this all started. We now have, it's sad to say, but we now have almost 90 angels that have been part of the program for the last 9 years. And this year we have 5 amazing angels to introduce to you all. We're going to start by playing the ACB Angels song. This is really a program that is so meaningful, at least to me personally, because it's really an opportunity for us to honor those in our organization who have given so much. They truly, truly have made a difference. And to sing the angel song is Some Assembly Required, the Sweet Adelines from Nashville, Tennessee, a song that was written by Dan Dillon, ACB Angels.
Upon that wall of ACB angels, 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 ACB angels, we honor you for all you strive to do. To be an ACB
Thank you. And we're now going to honor 2 angels, both from the state of Hawaii. The first is Yolanda Phelan. Yolanda's testimony was written by Art Capanella and is voiced by a family member. And Vicki Johnson, also from Honolulu, Hawaii, and her testimony was voiced by her husband, Kenny Johnson. So here are our first two angels, both from the state of Hawaii, where it's not so early in the morning tonight that they can actually enjoy the presentation. So thank you.
ACB presents ACB Angel, Yolanda Phelan, May 9th, 1939 to July 14th, 2021. A photo of Yolanda, a smiling Pacific Islander with long dark hair. Anthony Akamine, Honolulu.
Aloha. The members of the Hawaii Association of the Blind would like to recognize one of its members, Yolanda Thielen, for her love, compassion, and dedication
Get
to
out.
ACB
Go.
and her local community in Hawaii. We like to provide her as a recipient of 2022 ACB Angel, Landa.
Hair, wearing a red top with a matching red jacket, stands at an indoor tree decorated with lights. Anthony Akamine, Honolulu, an Asian man in a flowered shirt.
Aloha. The members of the Hawaii Association of the Blind would also like to recognize one of its members, as an ACB Angel in 2022. We like to recognize Vicki Johnson for her love, for her energy, for her dedication, and her compassion, her engaging heart in all that she does. We hope that you enjoy this tribute about Vicki from her beloved husband, Kenny.
Kenny Johnson, a black man.
Hi, my name is Kenny Johnson. I'm Vicki Johnson's husband. And I'd like to first start off by saying her name is Vicki, not Victoria. She was never named Victoria. She was real adamant about that, and I love that about her. I first met Vicki back in 1976 in Chicago. She had just moved to Chicago from Indianapolis, Indiana, where she went to the Indianapolis School for the Blind. She learned all of the blind skills that people pick up nowadays, and she was an avid Braille reader, really proficient at that. And I last seen Vicky in 1978 because I left Chicago and moved on to California and different places. And we finally got back in touch with each other in 1999. And we started talking and we developed a relationship and we connected and got back together. And I found out that she had 3 kids, 2 boys and 1 girl. And she was very devoted to her kid. That's the one thing I can say is that Vicky was a very devoted mother. And then we got together and I found out that she liked riding motorcycles and boats and cars and she loves speed. And then we moved here to Hawaii in 2007 and we got involved with the HAV of Hawaii. And she was always ready to step in when they asked her to help out. I mean, whether it be flying to the Big Island or Maui or whatever, she was there and ready to go. And the thing about Vicky that I love is that she was a happy-go-lucky person. She was not malicious in any kind of a way. She loved people and just loved life. And that is the one thing I love about her because that is the one thing I love about me. And the one thing that I can say is that I really thank you guys for honoring her with this tribute of the ACB Angel. I think she would be very proud of that if she was here. And I think that would be a great thing in her life that she would love. And I love that you guys are honoring her. And I thank you for that. So you guys take care.
A logo, ACB in print and braille, American Council of the Blind, together for a bright future.
Thank you all for that nice round of applause for both Yolanda and Vicky. They'll be sorely missed, and aloha. Next, I think what we're going to do is move on with our DKM and JP Morgan Chase winners, scholar award winners. And then we will come back and try to pick up our remaining life member presentations after that. This will give our technical team a little more time to get it kind of ironed out. So at this point in time, I am really honored to introduce Kenneth Simeon Sr. from Beaumont, Texas, chair of the Durward K. McDaniel Fund Committee, as well as a ACB Board of Director, again from Beaumont, Texas, and also Eric Bridges, Executive Director from Alexandria, Virginia, who will talk to us about the JP Morgan Chase scholarships. And so with that said, here is Kenneth and Eric. Kenneth. Got Kenneth. Coming our way.
Good evening, everybody. We are going to be presenting to you 3 classes of Durward K. McDaniel DKM First Timers and 3 classes of ACB JP Morgan Chase Leadership Fellows. We're going to begin with them in alphabetical order according to class. So for our DKM First Timers 2020, we're going to have them in alphabetical order to step up and just mention their name, where they're from. And we're going to go those, like for 2020 and 21, we'll just be introducing them. Okay. They'll have a mic. And then when we get to the class of 2022, we'll have audio introductions and they will get a chance to speak to you all.
Hello. Okay, so go just in order. Okay, just say your names.
Good evening. My name is Marissa Musemich, and I'm from Sterling Heights, Michigan, near Detroit.
Hi, I'm Kayla Allen from Mesa, Arizona.
Good evening. I'm Belinda Collins from St. Paul's, North Carolina.
Now, we have one person who could not make it here with us from the class of 2020 DKM First Timers. Her name is Sarah Freeman Smith, and she's from Houston. We can give her applause. Now we'll begin with the class of 2021 DKM First Timers. Who's our first person? Just a minute, we have a little delay here, and okay, so far it seems like we went into the 2021 as well. When those were called, they were seated in order, and now has everyone in the class of 2020 and 2021 been introduced?
No,
it's not. Okay,
for DKM,
first
just
time.
DKM first time.
There should only been 4.
Yeah, we had 3 introductions.
Yes. Okay. If you have, is everybody from 2021, have you been recognized? Kayla and Belinda?
Yeah.
And then the next class will be our 2022.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, everybody. We are going to move forward with our 2022 class of DKM First Timers, and we have Jolynn Bailey Page to read an overview of the award, and then she will read their bio. Rick?
Go, Jolyn.
Number one, I would love to thank the DKM committee for believing in me. I also want to thank my state president. Thank you, Mr. Gabe Griffith. When I look at some of our leaders, I look through the past and also current. Like, I'm always in awe how I just could pick up my phone and call Jeff Tom or Bob Acosta or even Vita and all the. I'm so lucky to be around you guys of the ACB. And just a small little story. I became interested and Gabe appointed me chair of the membership committee of California. But I got my inspiration from Cindy Hollis. So I want to thank you, Cindy, for inspiring me. You have a gift of bringing everyone together. I want that gift as well. Thank you. Thank you all.
Okay, Jolene, you may proceed. No, I'm sorry. We're going to get Greg Wansneeder after you read his bio, okay?
Good evening. I'd like to first of all start by thanking the DKM committee. My name is Greg Wansneeder from Waukesha, Wisconsin, and I would like to thank the DKM committee chaired by Kenneth Simeon. I'd like to thank Cindy Hollis. Cindy, no offense to my parents, but I don't think I could have made it through the COVID pandemic without the ACB community. And Cindy has just been a mentor and inspiration to me. I want to thank Amanda Selm, my Next Generation president for ACB Next Generation, for encouraging me to get on the elevator and always doing my elevator pitch for Next Generation. So Amanda, I thank you for your open door and your invitation to allow me to lead. And I just want to just thank a few other people, Melanie Sinoe, and I want to thank all the people in ACB students, including Olivia O'Connell, who also inspired me to work for advocacy for people who are blind and visually impaired. So thank you all. And remember to always listen, learn, laugh, and love, and be loud. And I will continue to love loud and laugh loud forever. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to move forward with recognizing our JP Morgan Chase Leadership Fellows. And we're going to begin with the class of 2020 and 2021, one behind the other, mentioning their name and where they're from.
My name is Regina Marie Brink from Sacramento, California.
My name is Meryl Schechter, and I'm from Windsor Mill, Maryland.
Connie Sims from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Wanda Williford from Trenton, New Jersey, and I'm a proud member of the JP Morgan Chase class of 2020.
That was the class of 2020. Now we'll move on to the class of 2021.
Hey all, I'm Anthony Corona from Miami, Florida, and Blind Pride International. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Natalie Couch from Louisville, Kentucky.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Greg Lindberg from Wesley Chapel, Florida.
Okay, before we proceed to the class of 2022, I do want to mention that we had one of our members of the class of 2020, Saja Kerala from Fairborn, Ohio, couldn't be with us today. We can still give applause. And from the class of 2021, we had Winter Renfro from Owensboro, Kentucky, who could not be with us tonight. Okay, now we'll proceed with the class of 2022. Jolene, you may proceed. Jolene, are you able to read the description of the overview? Just before Judy speaks, I'm going to ask our Executive Director, Eric Bridges, to come up and say a few words about the history of our award. That should have been done prior to the beginning of acknowledging each person. Eric?
All right. Well, this organization enjoys a 10-year history with JP Morgan Chase, working on a myriad of issues related to accessibility of all of the digital assets that JP Morgan has, be it web or web app, as well as access to physical bank branches and a myriad of other things. At the beginning of our partnership with JP Morgan, they expressed an interest in investing in organizations that have a vision for the future of what they want to be, what they wish to become. They want to invest financially and through other means in organizations that would benefit from capacity building projects. And so in this instance, we had discussions with the leaders within JP Morgan Chase, actually at senior levels of the company, to talk with them about the need for the organization to develop a talent pipeline for future leaders at the national level. The fellows that you've met and whom you're going to meet represent nearly 40 individuals that have been given this very I can't speak anymore, prestigious, that's the word, prestigious recognition by the American Council of the Blind and JP Morgan Chase since 2016. If you go back and look at those that have been awarded, you see committee chairs, state affiliate presidents, national board members, and officers. This program has helped to identify a number of excellent leaders. And under Kenneth's excellent leadership and the very strict requirements for applying, we feel like we are identifying some of the best that ACB has out in the nation to help bring forward for future, present and future leadership roles within the organization. So with that, I'd just like to extend once again a thank you to JP Morgan Chase for their continued support of this organization as we continue to evolve and grow. And I'll hand it back to Kenneth.
Thank you, Eric. Now we'll have Judy Brown to speak.
Good evening, ACB, and shout out to Washington Council of the Blind. Let's hear you all right now. I want to thank the committee for choosing me to be an award winner tonight. And part of the reason I'm here at this convention is to work on connections on the accessible medication labeling project that we've been working on in Washington State to make this a national project, because as we've been hearing all night long, accessibility is important to everyone. It's a health equity issue, it's a health justice issue, and we all need more accessible medication labels. Anybody who wants to partner with me or send me a message, please send an email to accessiblelabels@gmail.com. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Judy. Jolene, you may proceed.
Hi, I just want to thank the DKM committee and, okay, so now can you hear me? So I would like to thank the DKM committee and especially thank JP Morgan Chase, Washington Council of the Blind, especially Julie Brennan and immediate past president Denise Colley. And especially a special thank you goes out to the ACB community, Cindy Hollis, Colby and Belinda. You know, I am so proud to be a member of ACB and WCB. Thank you.
Jolene, you may proceed.
Huh. There you go. Okay. Wow. Okay. So first of all, thank you to the DKM committee for being such awesome people, easygoing to talk to, because frankly, when I was interviewed, I didn't know what I was getting into. I had all sorts of thoughts about what that might be like. Second, I would have to thank Amanda Selm, president of ACB Next Generation, for believing in me, for encouraging me to apply, and for helping write that letter of recommendation. Frankly, if somebody told me that I would be on this stage a year ago, I probably would have thought you were crazy. So thank you, JP Morgan Chase, and thank you, ACB.
Hey, Jolene, you may proceed. Jolene, you may proceed.
I would like to thank the DKM committee, especially Chair Kenneth Simeon, for considering me and selecting me for this fellowship. I'm truly honored. I hope to gain, oh dear, okay. I hope to gain a lot from this leadership training this week. Just the opportunity to have assistance in coming to convention has meant so much to me. It's so great to be here with you all and to meet everyone from the community that I've only heard your voice before, and now I've met you in person. Yes. And I'd like to thank my state affiliate, Georgia Council of the Blind, for being here too, supporting me right along. I really appreciate y'all. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I wanted to make one more acknowledgement. We had one of our class members who was not able to join us for the in-person convention. And we want to make sure that we mention Becky Dunkerson from Des Moines, Iowa. Let's give applause, please. So I say congratulations to all of our 3 classes, and thanks to my DCAM committee members who worked really hard to make things happen this year. And they are Anthony Acamini, Ted Boardman, Betsy Grinovich, Zelda Gebhardt, Donna Browning, Sheila Young, Frank Ventura, and my mind just went blank. What is that last one? Okay, Melanie Olson Nohe. Oh, great committee member. Okay. Thank you all. If I forgot anyone, I apologize. Have a great evening. Great convention.
Thank you, Kenneth, and thank you, Eric. Let's hear it for the JP Morgan Chase Fellows and DKM First Timers. And really a special thank you to Kenneth. If you have had an opportunity to work with Kenneth on anything, this man is prepared, he is thorough, and he does excellent work. Let's hear it for Kenneth and his team. All right, next, I think we're going to try to get back and see if we can hear from our 3 life members that we did not have a chance to hear from earlier. So I'm going to cross my fingers and my toes, and I'm going to see if we can hear from Butch Arnold, who again was the original president of B-Flag, which is now Blind Pride LGBTQ International. So Butch, hopefully we've got you.
Dan, Butch is no longer with us.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't make
You mean on Zoom. I know you mean on Zoom. Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry, Butch.
Oh, boy.
Patsy is here.
Very good. Well, let's hear from Patsy, and maybe if Butch is listening to us, he can try to get back on. So hopefully he is still with us. He's just not on Zoom.
Audio now on
And
Zoom
let us hear from
full screen
Patsy
left.
Harlan. So Patsy.
Hi, everyone. I just want to say that I am very honored.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Anyway, I just want to say that I'm very honored to receive this award, and I thank Butch very much. Butch and I go back a long ways. We've been good friends for years, and he's a very good person. I've been in ACB since 1991. My first convention was San Francisco in '93. And
Dan, unfortunately, we're not able to overcome this feedback loop.
All right. Thank you so much, Rick. And so I just want to, again, I want to go through then real quickly, and we need to recognize Butch Arnold, Patricia, Patsy Harlan, and Jane Toleno for being lifetime members, as well as Dixie Sanderson. So for all 4 of them, let's give them a big round of applause.
That's a shame.
Thank you for becoming a life member, and we will try to maybe see if we can hear from them later on in the week. Now, I would like to introduce Brian Charlson, our chair of our nominating committee from Watertown, Massachusetts, who will present our slate of candidates, 5 board of directors and 3 board of publication directors for this year's slate of candidates. Brian Charlson.
Dan, I hate to do this. We do not have Brian. We will do Brian tomorrow morning.
All right. We will
Sorry.
do Brian tomorrow morning. Yep, Kelly had a video. All right. Thank you, Rick.
He's not with us either.
Yeah, who's coming forward? We know that, right? But we don't have Ryan.
Sorry, guys, you give me a microphone and that's what happens, you know?
Rick, I think what we're going to do, because it's important for our members to know who the slate of officers is. So I'm going to go ahead as our ACB president. And I've got our supervisor of elections here, Nancy Becker, who was also part of the nominating committee. Nancy, would you be comfortable with reading our slate of officers? Okay, I'm going to give Nancy one moment. Because I do believe for our membership, it's important for everybody to know tonight who's been nominated. It truly is. I'll be right back.
Can you guys hear me? You can. Okay.
All right. So here is Nancy with the slate of board of directors and BOP directors. So thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome. So the first person coming forward from the nominating committee for the first board position is Connie Sims. The second person coming forward from nominating committee is Jeff Tom. The third person coming forward from the nominating committee is Gabriel Lopez Cafati. The fourth person coming forward from the nominating committee for the board position is Terry Pacheco. The fifth person coming forward from the nominating committee, sorry about that, you guys, is Rachel Schroeder. The first person coming forward from the from the nominating committee for the Board of Publications position is Zelda Gebhardt. The second person coming forward from the Board of Publication position from the nominating committee is Penny Reeder. The third person coming forward from the nominating committee for the Board of Publication position number 3 is Cache Wells.
Thank you, Nancy, for reading our slate of candidates. Just a reminder to everyone that election process will start tomorrow. So at the end of general session around 11:15, what we will do is we will start with the first nominated candidate for the board of directors. We'll see if there's any nominations from the floor. If there are, then we'll have a contested election. If we don't, that person will be appointed by acclamation, and we will move down the list. First, starting with Connie, then Jeff, then Gabriel. When we get the first contested election, at that point in time, and that would be somebody announcing their candidacy from the floor. At that point in time, we'll have a contested election. We will give each candidate an opportunity to have up to 2 people to speak on their behalf for a total of 5 minutes each, which will be timed. And then at that point in time, those 2 candidates will go on the ballot for vote now. And the election will start at 2 p.m. Central and run to 6 p.m. Central for the individual vote. There will be a precinct here in the convention hall for those who cannot access a smartphone or other device in order to vote electronically independently by themselves. And if they need the device, a phone or any other device help, they may go to the registration office, which is Blackstone A, and we have a polling precinct set up in registration where people will be able to vote independently, or if they need some assistance from our supervisor of election team, they will receive that. So that's how the process will move forward. Encourage everybody, all members are eligible to vote. You do not have to be at this registered, that's a part of this convention in order to vote. All members in good record and good standing as of May 23rd, 2022, our record date, are eligible to vote. This session and all general sessions are being provided for everyone. You do not have to be registered to participate in our general sessions and our voting process. Hopefully that is clear to everyone. Now, I want to take a moment. This is going to be the fun part. We're going to get ready and do roll call. So is everybody listening? All right. So for those of you who are an affiliate delegate that are in the room, we need you to head to your closest aisle. There's 2 aisles, one between A and B and one between B and C, and head up to the microphone, which is on row 13. It's the closest set of tables to this stage right here. Please, we're going to have some spotters. We want you to line up in the 2 aisles in alphabetical order by affiliate. First, all of the state affiliates and then the special interest affiliates. So Michael Talley, Zelda Gephardt, Donna Browning, and Connie Sims will help everybody line up if you're in person in the ballroom. For those that are virtually participating on Zoom, you should be in the affiliate roll call Zoom room. And when Denise calls you, Rick will make sure that you are all unmuted. And when Denise calls on you, you will answer. So either in person or on Zoom. Again, when you turned in your delegate ballots, your delegate information, you indicated, each affiliate did, whether your delegate would be in person or virtual. So when Denise goes through the roll today, she will identify the affiliate, the number of votes that you get as an affiliate, and then recognize somebody as either in person or virtual to reply to the affiliate. Do we all understand what we're going to do?
Right.
Yes, Michael.
Yeah. And then we're going to sit until the states are done.
Yeah. States first, like we know, start with Alabama, Arkansas, then we go to our special interest affiliates after the state affiliates, just like we normally do roll call. Okay. Good question, Michael. So everybody's lining up. Rick, hopefully we've got people in the affiliate roll call room on Zoom. And at this,
Dan.
Yes,
for the
Rick.
people that are in the affiliate roll call room, please, you guys will have to unmute yourselves, okay? Everybody in that delegate room will have the ability to unmute themselves. So when you're called, unmute yourself and you're ready to go.
Yeah, so everybody in the affiliate roll call room, as Rick is saying, please unmute yourself, stay quiet and be ready to reply. Guys, we're going to do this and we're going to do it well. I know we are. And at this point in time, I would like to introduce our ACB secretary, Denise Colley from Richmond, Texas, to do our roll call. Welcome, Denise.
Thank you. Yep. Hello.
Yep.
You're all kind of, are you serious?
I can't go.
Yeah, I got it. There. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Can y'all hear me in Zoom land?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Are we ready?
As ready as we're going to be.
Delegates. It's whoever the delegate is. Yeah, it's the delegate that we need. Yeah. Sometimes the delegate is the president, but not always. Okay, I am going to call you in groups and I will try to let you know these two affiliates before it's your time to either start heading to a microphone or getting unmuted. Alabama, 3 votes.
Good evening. My name is Michael Talley, and I'm proud to represent the Alabama Council of the Blind.
And do you have any who your delegate and alternate, please?
I am the delegate, and Rhonda Trott is the alternate.
Thank you. And hold on just one second. So I'll just say this so that everybody knows. I need the. What is that? Okay, I will need your delegate, you to tell me who your delegate is and your alternate delegate. If you have anything special you want to say about your state, and if you are planning, if you want to be making any contribution to any of the ACB programs. So those are the 4 pieces of information I'll need. The only thing we're not doing is nominating because you already did that. And we're not doing chairs because we're not sitting in delegations this year. Arizona, 1 vote. Arizona. What is that? Well, you guys are really hard to understand on Zoom. Arkansas, 2 votes. Thank you. California, 21 votes. We're not doing nominating? No. All right, thank you. Colorado, 1 vote. Colorado, 1 vote. We will call them one more time in the next roll call. Connecticut, 1 vote.
Connecticut, this is Ellen Telker. I am the delegate. Our alternate is Ellie Pauls, and our nominating committee person is Eileen Akers.
DC Council, 5 votes. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about Delaware. I'm sorry. I skipped you. Delaware. No, I have DC first. No, I was right. It's DC. DC Council of the Blind. No DC. All right. Whoops. Okay, Delaware. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're not on Michigan yet. We're still on. That's all right. We haven't gotten to you yet. Okay, Delaware, 1 vote. Yes. I can't either. No, I have your last name, Beverly. Thank you. Florida, 23 votes.
Good evening. Sheila Young is proud to be the delegate for Florida. Mikey Wiseman is the alternate. We are both here. Florida is the sunny state for shady people. That came from my vice president, okay? Anyway, and we are proud to donate $500 to ACB Media and $500 to the Braille Forum.
Oh, that's the. I know I'm supposed to be repeating all of this, but we are having a really hard time up here. Georgia, 5 votes.
This is Cecily Nipper, proud to represent the Peach State as the delegate. Our alternate delegate is Phil Jones.
Thank you, Cecily. Georgia, 5 votes. Oh, you're right. Hawaii, 3 votes. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, the next group is Illinois through Michigan. So you guys get yourselves unmuted or start getting to the mic.
Ready here.
All right, Hawaii, 3 votes.
Hawaii delegate is Art Cabanilla. Alternate delegate is Natalie Barrett. Hawaii, as usual, we'd love to donate $2,000 to the ACB General Fund, $2,000 to the Braille Forum. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, the ACB Radio, $500 to the Braille Forum, $500 to students, and $1,000 to the DKM.
Wait, we love you guys in Hawaii. All right, the next group. Illinois, 3 votes.
Good evening from the home of the 2021 WNBA champion Chicago Sky. He turned me down, I see. I'm Ray Campbell. I'm the delegate for Illinois. Our alternate is Maureen Hennigan, Heneghan. We are both here in person. We will see every one of you in 2023 in Schaumburg.
Thank you. Indiana, 4 votes. I'm sorry, who did you say was your alternate? Okay, thank you. Iowa, 3 votes. Kansas, 3 votes.
This is Michael Byington, President of the Kansas Association of the Blind and Visually Impaired. I am here in person and I will be the delegate. Our immediate past president, my lovely wife, Ann Byington, will be the alternate. And this year I just have a virtual wife here. Oh, now, wait a minute. I'm in trouble now.
Kentucky, 13 votes.
This is Carla Ruschival, Treasurer of the Kentucky Council of the Blind. The Kentucky Council of the Blind is very pleased to have increased the vote in membership this year because we chartered our 9th chapter, the South Central Kentucky Council of the Blind. They were a member of KCB years ago and they are back and we are very pleased to have them. Also, the Kentucky Council of the Blind is donating $500 to ACB Media for their outstanding work, both here and throughout the year on keeping everyone informed on what's going on. Thank you, ACB Radio. I am serving as delegate and our alternate delegate is Matt Selm, our very fine president, and Matt is from Next Generation. So thank you very much, and we're pleased to be here.
Bluegrass, 3 votes.
This is Adam Ruschival from the Bluegrass Council of the Blind, a thoroughbred organization in the center of the thoroughbred horse capital of the world. And I am the delegate, and also I am the alternate delegate.
Is that what you call split personality or? Louisiana, 3 votes. Maine, 2 votes. Maine, 2 votes. All right, we'll try them again later. Maryland, 3 votes.
I, Cindy Levon, will be delegate and past president, and Patsy Harlan, our new lifetime member, is our alternate delegate. Yay.
The next group I'm going to be calling is Minnesota through Oklahoma. So be getting ready to unmute or be heading to the mic. Massachusetts or Bay State Council, 7 votes.
ACB.
Michigan, 5 votes.
Good evening, everyone. This is one of your here as a delegate, and I'm also delegate to Jennifer Bowling. And a fun fact about Michigan is that Michigan is the only one that has a prospect that's really young, operating in the United States. We don't involve in one convention. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next group, Minnesota, 3 votes.
ACB of Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes or more. Delegate Patty Slobby, alternate Colleen Kitagawa. And we have donated $1,000 to the James R. Olson Memorial Scholarship Fund.
Yay! Mississippi, 4 votes.
All right, Mississippi. Ralph Smitherman is the delegate. And the delightful, urbane Sean Barrett is our alternate delegate, and we are both at convention.
Missouri, 22 votes.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Naomi Sewell, president of the Missouri Council of the Blind. And I am your delegate, and Kay Malmquist, who is also a new lifetime member, is our alternate.
Thank you, Naomi. Nebraska, 1 vote.
Nebraska, the N stands for knowledge. Yes, I had to get that out again, guys. It's been 2 years. Nebraska, I will be the delegate. I'm Jim Yurak. That's Jirak. And I think I win the award for being the closest. I only came 6 miles. Alternate delegate came a little bit further, Chris Brenforder. And we thank you for being here.
Nevada, 2 votes.
This is Donna Seliger, and yes, I still live in Iowa. However, I am the delegate for Nevada. At this time, we have no alternate, and I thank you very much.
New Jersey, 2 votes. New Jersey? Yeah. Wanda, where are you? We know she's here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Wanda Williford, president of the New Jersey Council of the Blind. I am the delegate, and I'm here in person. This is my first in-person convention ever. I'm really happy to be here. And our alternate is Miss Ruth Williams, and she's virtual. And thing about New Jersey, we are the diner capital of the world. So that means you can get an omelet any time of the day. But thank you guys. Have a great convention.
Excuse me, Wanda, could you please repeat your alternate delegate?
Her name is Miss Ruth Williams.
Thank you. Oh, and the amount of money.
I didn't say any money.
Okay, thank you. Hey, we're twins. Yeah, we got the money lady over here, you know, she gets money wherever she can get it, you know? New York, 8 votes. Welcome, Yasmin. Awesome. North Carolina, 4 votes.
My name is Chris Bell. That's Bell to spell it. And I am the immediate past president, and I'm here in person, and our alternate delegate is Becky Davidson, NCCB's first vice president, and she is also present. Thank you.
Okay, next group will be Oregon through to Wyoming. They'll be getting unmuted or heading towards the mic. North Dakota, 6 votes.
Yes, Madam Secretary, Alan Peterson. We're home of the Thundering Herd, the North Dakota State Bison. We've won so many college championships, we're beginning to lose count. Anyway, I am the delegate, and Zelda Gephardt. Oh, Trampus is our alternate. Okay, Trampus Brown is our alternate. Yeah, we are the land of amber amber waves of grain. In our case, it's hard spring wheat. If you've eaten pasta or wheat or bread, you've likely eaten our products.
Ohio, 9 votes.
Hi, this is Brant Adams. I'm here in person with my lovely wife, who is also in person. I'm the delegate, and I bring up my lovely wife because she's the alternate delegate, Tanya Adams. And we're here representing the great state of Ohio. OH!
Oklahoma, 19 votes.
Yeah, somebody got in front. Push it down. There you go. Bend it down.
Oh, okay. This one. Oh, okay.
Okay, my name is Kay Love. I'm the Oklahoma president of the Council of the Blind, and I'll be the delegate, and our alternate delegate is Jay Doudna. We are not twins. J and K, we are not twins. But the fun fact about Oklahoma, and since we've all been eating so much food, I thought that you might like to know that the first Girl Scout cookie was sold in Muskogee, Oklahoma in 1917.
Really? Whoa. It's all their fault. I always thought there was something good about Oklahoma, you know? All right, we're ready for the next group. Oregon, 6 votes. Oregon, 6 votes. Nope. Yes, I can hear you, Teresa. Okay, do I have to turn it on? What?
Here's Oregon.
Yeah.
You're right. Right.
Other right. Hi, everybody. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, you had to have walked far, all the way from Oregon.
Yeah, exactly. From the coast of Oregon. So I'm Carrie Muth, the president of the ACB of Oregon. I'm the delegate. My alternate is Teresa Christian. Thank you, Teresa, for coming on briefly, because I didn't get up here because I needed some sighted assistance. Thank you. We are known as the Beaver State. So, of course, we have the OSU Beavers and also U of O Ducks, yay. Go
Yay,
Ducks.
ducks.
An interesting fact, we are the only state with an image on both sides of our flag. The back of our flag has the beaver on it. Thank you. And this is my first ever in-person convention. I've been so excited. Yay. Thank you.
All right. Pennsylvania, 8 votes.
Hi, this is Chris Hunsinger from Pennsylvania. I am the candidate, the what? I'm the delegate, and Kathy Long is the alternate. I want to invite anyone who wants to come to our convention and conference at the end of October, the 27th through the 30th. It's virtual. You can all come. It's Accelerate Your Trip to Independence. And that's our theme. And so look for the information about it. Thank you.
Thank you. South Dakota, 3 votes. Yes.
This is Dan Martin. Delegate. Christie is delegate. And just a little bit about South Dakota, we have Florida State University January and University of South Dakota. And everything building page wasn't coming through and there was fun taking more conversation that I couldn't hear either. So I didn't know how else to
Thanks, Dan. We'll work on that.
Denise.
We want everybody to be able to hear.
Denise, this is Connie from South Dakota, the president. And SBAB is also donating $200 to the ACB media. And then we do have our traveling mascot with us, the traveling bear. So come find the traveling bear. It will be traveling around with me throughout the week. So thank you.
Tennessee, 6 votes.
Our delegate is Robert Spangler, who's also our secretary. I am the alternate delegate. We thought Robert was going to be there in person, but he's going to be with us virtually. And we are very proud of Tennessee. We're having our first convention in person since before COVID. It's going to be in August in the Charming City of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And we have something for everyone on Tennessee, from our board hospitality to our breaking mountains, major and minor sports, and other sports. And music, so come on. We're going to see y'all real soon. We are making 100 developers and
$100 total or each?
Each.
Oh, thank you. All right. I got to back up just a second because I wanted to say South Dakota has all my money because of all the Black Hills gold jewelry I've bought. Texas and my new home, 10 votes.
Yes, and welcome. We're glad to have you. This is Peggy Garrett, president of ACB Texas, and I am the delegate. And my wonderful husband, Michael Garrett, is the alternate. And we want to invite you all to our convention, which is coming up the end of August. We will not be virtual this year. However, our auction it is going to be on August the 21st. So stay tuned for some great chances to get some really good deals. And we have already sent in $250 for the for the Braille Forum tickets, and also $250 for the ACB General Fund.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? It was hard to get up here. What was the
Which
money?
which part? The money part?
Yeah.
We bought 5 tickets for $250 for the Braille Forum.
Oh.
And $250 donated to the general funds. General funds.
The general fund.
Uh-huh.
Did you get? Yeah.
Okay.
Utah, 12 votes.
This is Annie Ruby. I am a relative from Utah, the Baptist Australia Mission. My alternate delegate is Annie Ruby. We are both virtual, and we will continue to staff our Utah. This year, we are celebrating the 176th anniversary of the pioneers in Utah.
Vermont, 3 votes. Vermont. Well, good. I hope they'll share it with us. The maple syrup. No Tom Frank?
It's not me yet. Julie.
Virginia, 2 votes.
All right, Virginia. I'm Donna Browning. I'm the delegate, and Samuel is the alternate. And we're both here in person, and we're loving ACB convention. We're excited to be back. Yay.
Washington, 16 votes.
Hi, everyone. This is Julie Brannon, and I'm president of WCB. I will be the delegate, and our alternate will be Andy Arvidsson, our first vice. I just have to say something because Washington's proud, and I know we're not supposed to be proud because it goes before fall, but we're really proud to have 2 out of 5 JP Morgan Chase winners this year. And that means Washington's a leader. Yay! Yeah. And we're also, I just want to share with you too, we have actually in person 19 members here this year. So that's huge too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The next group I'm going to want to get ready because we're going to be starting our
That's okay.
special interest affiliates. So we will be doing Alliance on Aging and Vision Loss through BITS. So if you can be starting to unmute or making your way to a microphone. West Virginia, 1 vote.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. This is Donna Brown, president of the Mountain State Council of the Blind. That's West Virginia, in case you didn't know. I am I just said it. Sorry, there's an echo and it's very distracting. I am the delegate. Our alternate delegate is Jackie Proctor. I am here in person. And I bet West Virginia is the only state that has 5 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall, and deer season. So also, we want to donate $200 to ACB Media, again, for their wonderful support of affiliate conventions. We did purchase a Braille Forum, the winning Braille Forum drawing ticket, and we are also going to donate an additional $50 to the Braille Forum. Thank you.
You must have bought a ticket from Ellen. Oh, you sold the winning ticket. That's true. Yeah, Nancy sold the winning ticket last year. Wisconsin, 1 vote.
I'm Peter Heidi. I'm the delegate for Wisconsin, and our alternate delegate is Kathy Hudak, Hudziak. And my name is ended with an E, not an I. Just a note of automotive history that Wisconsin was the home of Nash Motors, which was the first company to put seat belts in all of its vehicles long before the seatbelt requirement came in. They were also the first ones to put air conditioning in. All right.
Wyoming, 1 vote. Wyoming, 1 vote. We will be calling Wyoming one more time.
Madam Secretary, this is Alan Peterson from North Dakota Association of the Blind. I forgot and I neglected to say that we are donating $500 for the Braille Forum. So
From North Dakota?
North Dakota Association of the Blind.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, AABL, 6 votes.
This is Jeff Tom, president for 3 more weeks of the Alliance on Aging and Vision Loss.
He's counting the weeks now.
In the last 4 years, though, we have grown from 24 members to 147 senior power members. I will be the delegate in person, of course, and Doug Powell, the alternate, is virtual. Thank you.
Teachers, 2 votes. Thank you. Attorneys, 2 votes.
This is Chris Prentice, president of the American Association of Visually Impaired Attorneys, where our legal arguments are always out of sight, but never out of mind. I am the president and delegate in person, and Steve Mendelson, our past president, is our alternate delegate.
Yeah, I love it.
ACB Diabetics,
Where's Mike?
4 votes.
Good evening, Madam Secretary. This is Tom Tobin, President of ACB Diabetics in Action, and also the proud first place leaders in the Brenda Dillon Memorial Walk. We are having an interesting case of attrition here. So Terry Suarez, our delegate, is taken ill. She's here, but she's ill. And Charles Tamborete from California had sprained his ankle. So I will be representing ACB Diabetics in Action for as long as we need to. So thank you.
Yep. Another split personality. What can I say? I want to know how you can be a delegate and an alternate at the same time. That's got to be a real trick. Families, 4 votes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Natalie Couch. I will be serving as ACB Families Delegate, and our alternate will be Teresa Petrie.
Government employees, 1 vote.
I will be the delegate and alternate delegate, and I've been before we went for quite some time. I will be able to contact the employment and tax court. ABD people is redefined 508 employees.
some, document about that and to be able to move forward with it, with, consulting with the employment task force. Thank you.
Thank you, Renee. ACB Lions, I can't talk. ACB Lions, 4 votes.
Okay, there we go.
This is Marcia Farah. I'm the proud vice president of ACB Lions, Topaz sponsors of this convention. And we welcome all members who would like to know more about Lions to join us on our monthly call. I will be the delegate. Mitch Pomerant is the alternate delegate. ACB Next Generation, 4 votes. Yes.
Our delegate is happy. She's on the go with the first meeting. We are proud of the things one we building program was actually we are also proud to currently be in the top part of the blended building program. And we are also looking about 2 separate pages, not 3, but 7, the combination of 7 recipients of either the JP Morgan Second or the leadership fellow for the DK first in the last 2 years. This is the we are so blessed to be part of everybody first. This is
Thank you, Linda. Radio amateurs, 1 vote. I can hear you, yes. Thank you. Okay, I need BPI to Viva to be getting unmuted or starting to make your way to microphones. ACB student, 1 vote.
All right, I'm Anthony Corona, like the beer, not that other pesky thing we all hate, representing Blind Pride. And although
Whoa. Just wait, we got to get students first.
Oh, sorry.
You know, those students, they get really radical if they don't get to.
Yeah. No.
ACB students? Aaron. Okay. Blind Pride, 7 votes.
All right, I am so used to a take 2 being a radio person. All right, Corona, like the beer, not like that pesky other thing we hate. Although we are 2 days past Pride Month, we are so proud to have multiple candidates running this year from Blind Pride. And I am the delegate, one of last year's JP Morgan, and Byron Lee, one of this year's JP Morgan, will be the alternate. So thank you so much.
Oh, no, you're right. I forgot Bits. That's who I forgot. I'm sorry, you guys. My thing keeps jumping.
President of the Blind Information Technology Center. Chris Martin is our alternate delegate.
Got it.
Happy convention.
Aw. You guys had a great program this morning too. It was awesome. Braille Revival League, 10 votes.
Good.
And Braille Revival would like Braille distributed words.
Ooh.
And the Braille Revival League, BRL, is all capitals.
There's a story behind that one. CCLVI, 8 votes.
This is Patty Cox. CCLVI delegate will be Patty Cox. Alternate delegate is Zelda Gephardt. No. Yeah, you are. We talked about this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay. And CCLVI donated $100 to the auction for shipping.
100. Friends in Art, 4 votes. Yes. Yeah, can you, let me finish, then we'll come back up and catch the ones we missed. So just hang on for just a second.
Are you looking for a mic?
Friends in Art, 4 votes. Friends in Arts.
This is Michael Byington, treasurer of Friends in Art. No, I am not a delegate or an alternate and cannot be because I am with the state affiliate. But I do happen to know that Michael Mandel, our president, is our delegate, and Jack Link is our alternate.
Thank you. Guide dog users, 16 votes.
Hello. I am the delegate, and the alternate delegate is the member first vice president, and we would like to interested. And we wish everyone to have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Ivy, 1 vote.
Hello, this is Carla Hayes. I'm currently the recording secretary of Ivy, and Jeanette Gerard is going to be serving as our delegate, and I will be serving as our alternate. And Ivy would like to cordially invite you to the Ivy Business Expo, which is going to be on Monday from 2:30 to 5:15. And appropriately, it's going to be in the merchant room of the Hilton because we're merchants. I thought that was good. So please come, everybody, and see what we do.
Thank you. Library users, 7 votes.
This is Judy Wilkinson, President of Library Users. I am the delegate. Sharon Strakowski, virtually, will be our alternate delegate. Lua is delighted to invite you tomorrow following the delightful presentation of Mr. Jason Broughton here in the morning, the NLS director, you can come and meet him at 1:00 in room 211, where we will be holding our first session, followed by a session where you can learn everything you didn't know your library offered. Then on Tuesday, proud Pearl sponsors as we are, we will welcome the narrator, Ray Fouché, who will have spoken to us in the morning. But again, you can come hear him talk to us at 1:00 in 2:15. And later that afternoon, come and discuss the book, They Are Plant Eyes by Leona Godin. Thank you and thank you.
Thank you, Judy. RSVA, 18 votes.
Randall Shepherd Vendors of America. Artist Bazin is a delegate and first vice president. And our alternate is Scott Egan, our president. And we'd like you to have some fun tomorrow night. Come and join us and hear our wonderful comedian and join us for karaoke.
Artist, did you say you were the delegate?
Yes, I did. Either way is fine. It's going to be
So
mostly me.
you are the delegate,
And Scott is the alternate.
or is Scott the delegate?
You can put him as delegate, but I'm going to be here more of the time than he is.
Doesn't matter. I just thought you said somebody else at first. And I thought,
Oh,
what?
no.
Yeah. All right. Viva, 1 vote. Veterans, 1 vote. Okay. You're coming. I hear you.
Come on, separate 2 forward.
This is Dave Dallin, and I will be the delegate, and Tyson Ernst will be the alternate.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Madam President, does that conclude
No,
our
hold on
roll
just
call?
1 second.
Okay, we've got to go back and pick up a couple, right?
All right.
I believe I heard the DC
Yeah, hold on
affiliate.
just a sec. Hold on just 1 second. Colorado, 1 vote. I'm calling the ones that didn't respond initially. Colorado, 1 vote. Okay, DC Council, 5 votes. Yes. Yeah. So you said $100 to ACB Media and 100 to the general fund? Thank you. Delaware, one vote. Oh, you did. Okay, I'm sorry. Maine, one vote. No, two votes. Maine, two votes. No, they're not. No. Wyoming. Oh, yeah, Vermont. Vermont, three votes.
This is Tom Frank and delegate Jerry Duty, vice delegate, and I heard everything but can't get into the room. So I know you love Vermont maple syrup.
Yeah, I want some.
I could get in, but I tried. I went through CCLBI, who comes to the rescue.
Well, there you go. See? Yeah. And then Wyoming, one vote. Oh, yeah. No Wyoming? ACB students, one vote.
Hello, my name is Greg Snyder, and I am not the delegate or the alternate delegate with ACB students, but Aaron Espinoza is our delegate, and I'm not quite sure who our alternate delegate is or how much money we can give anybody. But I'm on the board of directors, and I want to encourage people to come to our student-led discussion tomorrow from 2:30 to 3:45 in room 208 in the convention center. And look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our all new TikTok channel. That all you can find at ACB Students.
Yeah, we have Aaron as the delegate and Olivia O'Connell as the alternate.
And that sounds correct. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chair, that completes the roll call.
Thank you so much, Denise. Thank you, everyone. It's been a wonderful opening session, and we stand in recess till tomorrow morning, Sunday, July 3rd at 8:30. Thank you and have a good evening.
outside.